was a noise from somewhere deep. We heard the sound, it was bittersweet. Voices calling out from an aching heart, getting so much closer by staying apart, singing a song of hope and love that you heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. The streets are empty, but the sky is clear. You want somebody and can't have them near. Taking shelter where you can when the world is at stake. Alone together, trying hard not to break. Singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. Song for the lonely, the tired and weary. A song for the broken, the mighty. Can you hear me? Get beyond our pride and greed. Share everything that we need. We won't be ignored. We will be restored. Singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. 'Cause love is the word, and hope is the song.
Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town,
To feel-good stories and messages of hope.
a few jokes and live calling,
Highlighting local businesses.
discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying a delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995. Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
The Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Welcome to the morning show.
I think he's humming.
Don't hum.
Humming.
That's Braxton's in the studio. We're talking about different ideas for entertainment to bring you. I think we're going to have the Blues Brothers Plus. We're going to tape some music. We're going to be playing it on the morning show.
The other side of the soul. Are you Blue Brothers or Soul Brothers? What did you say the other day at
The Brothers of Blues.
the Brothers
The
of
Brothers
Blues?
of Blues and Sister. What about Brothers of Blues and some?
And sister, we
And
got
friends.
sister over there.
And Sister's going to be on
Siblings
there.
of Blues.
Siblings
J-Lo's
of
going to be on the
Blues.
drums. It's going to be really, really cool. We're going to tape it. We're going to play it. It's going to be very, very nice.
Talk to me Tuesday. How you doing? Smiley, how you feeling?
I feel good.
How are those legs and
I
hands?
feel good.
Yeah? How's the mulching situation? All done?
Order in another 15, 20 bags. It'll be waiting for me down the weekend. And I got to do my taxes this weekend, and then I'll mulch.
I've got to tell you, that's one thing I cannot stand doing are my
Yeah,
taxes.
it's just a friendly reminder. If you haven't done your taxes, then ask for an extension and be done with it. Remember, the government has says that because they had to pay so many other bills, that the amount of return money is going to shrink. So they're going to be looking at it a little bit closely. So, if I break even or I have to pay a couple dollars, I don't have a problem with that. I'm just going to do it, get it out the way, and move on.
Yeah, I don't have that mindset. It makes me like crazy. Anyway, I'm glad you're in the right mindset to do that. They are due on Tuesday, April 18th. So right around the corner. Time to get things going.
That's a week from this
Today.
Today?
You got a week.
Got a week? Yeah, I'm going to do it on the weekend. It takes me a couple hours.
That's it? It takes me a couple weeks.
My life hasn't really changed since last year.
Yeah, but for
I had
me,
more expenses, I can tell you that. Things have gotten more expensive, right? Gas went up.
food, everything's gone up.
Except for Josh, he don't care.
I gotta tell you, I love the fact that they all went out Saturday night and Baxter was on stage and they went to the movies. I think
Lucky
that
you
is
didn't
so
get
cool.
arrested.
We got a little video.
You have it on here?
Wait.
Yeah.
I thought you said I wouldn't get arrested for that.
Did you?
Did you get arrested?
No.
Then what are you worried about?
I said he could have gotten arrested.
Next thing I know, the cops are not gonna.
They called me and they asked me if that was you.
All right, let's see the video. Let's see what we got.
Wait, that's the door with
God.
that.
Are we actually gonna? Oh no. Yeah, we are. Oh, for the love of God! I apologize.
I don't understand why you did it if you didn't think it was going to show up here. Make sure you have sound.
Boca Raton! I am your entertainment this evening. You're one half of Brothers of Blues. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Soul Man. Come on up there. Coming to ya.
Oh.
On a dusty road. Good loving. Gotta truck the road. And when you get it,
It's an element.
we got something. So don't you run I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man.
I'm surprised you didn't run up there.
I'm a soul man. You're a soul man. Thank you, Boca Raton.
That's smart. I would have played it out.
Nicole was still there. Was there too?
I
was
would
nice.
have played it out too, but Bailey had like a little goofy laugh at the end.
No, I'm not kidding you. There were people watching, and when I was introducing, and I cracked up laughing. People were clapping. There's this one person who started clapping for me.
But why do
was
you, but why do
one
you
person.
why do you find it so surprising?
I don't know. I just wasn't expecting somebody to start clapping.
You should put it on TikTok and let's see if we hit
A
a million
random
hits, right?
person to start clapping.
vertical, so it's for TikTok.
Let's do it. Put it on TikTok. Let's see how that rolls out,
You're gonna be a
Baxter.
TikTok maven.
Did you have fun, Bailey, on your birthday?
I did have a lot of fun.
You guys grabbed that. But you all went out to the movies?
Oh yeah, we watched the Super Mario Brothers movie. Then afterwards, we went out to Meisner.
And we got lost.
Abraham
got-
said the movie was fantastic.
It was.
It was
was
outstanding.
It was awesome.
It's a movie of a game.
It could be good.
The storyline's pretty simple because it's just a Mario game in a movie form, but it's a good movie.
So here's the thing. I don't know anything about Mario. And I don't give me that look. I never played the game. I wasn't a Mario.
So why'd you go watch it?
Huh?
So what you watch? What did you think?
I loved it. I thought it was outstanding.
Well, how can you say you loved it? You don't even know what it's about.
I still loved it. I
Yeah.
thought it was great.
I think you love the company.
I didn't know until I knew they went woohoo and jumped around. That's all I knew.
I used to play Mario's all the time when I was a kid.
Did you?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Freddie, how
Record
Freddie,
after
Mario came out in the-
opening weekend. I wanted to see this.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
You would have been
60
like in your
million.
20s by now.
How much money do you think it made opening weekend?
60.
135 million opening weekend.
Funny thing I learned.
How much
this
did it
weekend-
cost to make that movie? Anybody know?
I have no clue.
That's probably also on.
Oh,
A
fun.
million.
Something I
That's
learned
it?
about
100 million, sorry.
Yeah.
100 million to bring it to the big screen.
something I learned about the movie. It's one of the biggest opening weekends like for
Yep.
box office ever.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Isn't
how.
Star Wars the biggest opening ever in the history of movies? Was it Star Wars?
Is it Star Wars or
No,
Avatar?
no, the opening weekend.
They're
is
questioning
probably
will it get to
Endgame.
$1 billion,
Avengers.
they're thinking.
It
How much?
surpassed Disney's
I
Frozen.
Billion?
think he's going to get to $1 billion.
So
If
$100
anyone
million
can do
dollars?
it, Mario can
See
probably
if
do
we
it.
need to put the ramp out. Hold on 1 second, Royce. We're coming.
We're coming.
Surpassed Frozen.
There's another ramp, Josh, behind the door.
If she needs it. Interesting. I got to see baseball last night. I got to see my Mets play the Padres. The Mets lost to the Padres in the playoffs last year, so there was a lot of anger, a lot of bitterness going on in the game yesterday.
Why?
She got up last. She got up last time without it, I believe.
Because the Mets lost to the Padres and they beat the ace pitcher, and last night they beat them 5-0, and they two-hit them. It was, but there was an intensity going on, a rivalry between these two deals. Good morning. So the whole evening I sort of enjoyed watching. I couldn't unwatch it. It was unbelievable.
Baseball?
Yeah.
Baseball's a long season, I got to tell you.
It is. They play every night, and the interesting thing is right now the Mets are not doing well. The Phillies won yesterday. Finally.
Ah, did they?
We destroyed the Marlins.
They had 9 runs against the Marlins ace pitcher in the 5th inning, 4th inning.
played Sandy.
Yeah, so that's what the big news was about, was Sandy.
Good morning, Sunshine.
Yeah, how are you?
Morning.
She's like, she's like Mario Brothers in the studio.
Yeah.
We could call her Mario Brother. We'll have to move that plant out of your way, kiddo.
Yeah.
All right, it'll keep you from rolling far away.
They just stay right there.
How you doing, Royce?
Weird.
She's got
She's
it.
figuring it
Get
out.
it, get it, get it.
Now, I learned yesterday I can get her into places.
Can't get
It's
her out?
getting out that becomes the challenge.
You have a reverse button on there?
Yeah.
Ah,
Look at that.
it's like a challenge. We got you though. Good morning. What a great attitude. You can stay right there. Don't make it difficult for you.
Don't make it difficult for us. We got to back her out of here.
I know. We're gonna put like a whistle and go. You know how the truck over there goes? We're gonna put like a reverse noise on her. I'm coming out.
A reverse noise.
You know what? She's got one. Katie, she's got a built-in buzzer.
She'll say, everybody out of the way.
So we good now. No more buzzer. We just got Royce's. She's good. Built right in.
That was interesting yesterday. We had all the new producers that came in. We had like 7, right?
How'd you guys like
Really?
that? Oh, you weren't here.
Yeah. They're all taking your job. They all want your job.
They're all trained professional opera singers.
Opera.
Can't have that, now can I?
No, you cannot. You have to up the game.
Hold on. Maybe you guys can work together, huh?
This madman works alone.
He ain't giving that up. He ain't giving that up.
Oh, God.
We had someone come in yesterday to buy Frank's book,
Oh, yeah?
Operation Retribution.
One
so-
book sold.
Actually, 2. We had the other one sold as well.
2 books sold.
We got Meta Lifestyle Magazine show today. We've got Mike, the Money Coach. We're doing 2 episodes today
I didn't realize that.
because we had no AC on Friday, so we postponed that episode to today. So we're going to be recording 2 of them today at 4.
That was something else on Friday.
Gosh, I got to tell you.
It wasn't that bad. Was it that bad?
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. The only person I felt bad for was Corey.
Because he was like hallucinating.
It wasn't
No,
that
I-
bad. It was
quick question.
awful.
At some point, didn't he say, it's so cold outside? Didn't he say that?
I don't think that's hallucinating.
He's just being sarcastic.
No, he was like, it's so cold out.
I think Jalen went to sit in her car, which was smart. You took someone else with you.
I took Corey with
Corey was fainting?
I think the thing is sometimes people get like such a like bad like brain fog and like and get really tired. When
First of all, Friday was nothing. A couple of years ago, in here, it was like 100 degrees. Remember that? Everybody melted. That was bad.
I would leave.
I could not make it that day. That's the day we got that big fan up there and we put it right in front of us because it was hot. But that's Friday was nothing. And then yesterday, I was freezing.
The rain.
It was like a meat locker.
I
in
can't
here.
believe
I'd
all the
probably
rain we
collapse.
had yesterday. The flooding was crazy. And then last
Flooding?
night, I could even hear it through my heavy windows, the rain and the wind. It was
I only
whipping
have
around.
rain. I didn't have rain.
Oh my gosh, it was terrible.
Yeah.
You have rain where you live?
The weather.
Yesterday, that was about it. But
What?
I just had wind as well too.
Now, let's talk about the bandage on your hand. What
It was
happened?
From drumming. So, because the sticks are just wood,
Yeah.
you get.
Oh, it's inside.
Yeah, it's inside. It's
like
just
a callus.
blisters and it's just
Have
scraped
you-
off skin.
Have you ever seen Whiplash?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like what happened in Whiplash.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, that movie is one of the most craziest movies I've ever seen. If you don't give the drummers the respect they deserve, watch a movie like Whiplash and you will give drummers the respect that they deserve. Because
That was
it's
amazing. I remember that
crazy
movie,
what
actually.
They were able to, especially when it comes to like jazz drummers, the speed they have to go out and at the tempo, it's crazy.
Do you drum?
I used to.
And you stopped?
Mm-hmm.
Did you sing in
Why?
tunnels?
I do sing in tunnels. Okay, here's the thing. When I was 13, 16, when I was about 13 through 18,
Oh,
I
no.
used to go to a place called School of Rock. What? Yeah.
Over here?
No, in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
I went to School of Rock and they taught me everything. They taught me how to sing, and they taught me drums. They taught
So
me
you know how to play the
guitar.
drums. You just stopped.
Yeah.
But you know how.
Somewhat, I was good at it.
You know how to play the drums?
Yeah.
You play the drums?
Yeah.
You have a drum set?
Really?
When I was in middle school, I did. But it was in Turkey, so I don't have.
So you didn't bring your drums here?
What kind of drums do you play?
The biggest one.
Electric or acoustic?
Acoustic.
What do we have? You have electric, right?
It's the same thing though.
Well, she probably plays that big drum, like that guy had here the other day. What was his name?
That wasn't a big drum.
Oh, that was like that big
Clay.
conga thing. Clay. It wasn't a conga, but it was kind of.
It's just. I
But
don't want to.
know if I can remember right now because I was in middle school, like 5th grade.
It's like riding a bicycle. You never forget.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
It doesn't mean that you're good at it. You need to practice. It's like anything else. You keep playing, you get better. Look at your hands.
Remember when you brought in your electric drum set? Everyone was on it.
Yeah.
She can play.
Jalen can
What I
play.
should
Jalen
do
can play.
is I should buy a legit drum set and put it in my apartment. I'm sure the neighbors would love it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What's happening
So-
with your apartment search?
Huh? So this joker right here only wants to pay $150 a month in Boca Raton. Unless you're living in the storm drain, it's not gonna work out.
I'll sleep in the bathroom,
You'll sleep in the bathroom?
in the tub. Yeah.
Then what am I gonna pay then?
Where's he going to
Yeah,
bathe?
the rest.
I love that he eggs him on and he falls for it every
my
time.
God.
That's what's even
He's
funnier.
so easy. You probably end up
What do you
not
mean I'm
paying
so
rent
easy? What do you mean by that?
because you believe everything he tells you.
I'll make breakfast every morning.
He's making waffles. Well, you don't
Yeah,
eat
I'll make
breakfast?
waffles.
No, I'm not a breakfast person. When I go do breakfast, I eat like clam chowder and hot dogs and
Ew.
pasta.
For breakfast?
Yeah, I'm not a breakfast person. I don't like eggs.
Do you know that Puss in Boots
Yeah.
came from Shrek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no
Shrek.
idea until they were saying that it was a spin-off from Shrek. It was like a standalone, but
Like, did you ever
did
see
you know
the
that?
second Shrek film? Or did you just see the first one?
Don't you know who Puss in Boots
Yeah.
is?
yeah, so Puss in Boots, the fact that it wasn't a standalone, they actually took the character from Shrek to make the movie.
But you never saw the second second Shrek film?
Have you seen Shrek before?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
Second
yes.
one?
yes,
Yes,
The
yes.
Puss in Boots was in the second Shrek.
yes. But I didn't realize they actually took that character from Shrek to make the movie. I just figured it was from like the fairy tale Puss in Boots. But
There's a
no.
fairy tale about it?
Yeah, there is.
That's what we know. You see, you guys, these are
Yeah.
all characters from our day, not your day.
Yeah.
I
a
understand
fairy
the real
tale-
fairy tales, but I
There's
thought
a
Puss in
fairy
Boots was
tale
an
about
original
a cat and
character.
a hat.
Because I don't think Shrek's a
Besides
fairy
Shrek
tale.
is not a fairy
Shrek-
That's
tale.
what I'm saying.
Shrek is
Also based off of
Yoga.
He's based off a book.
Oh, never
What's
mind.
Shrek based off of?
A book.
A book.
Like a simple little children's book.
I never.
Was it Mrs.
It's the book Nicole was recommending.
Is it Mrs. Mrs. Frankenstein?
not that one.
What,
But like,
what book was
what
that?
I'm really stumped on right
Let's
now
see.
is Puss in Boots was like a fairy tale. There's a fairy tale about a cat that wears a hat and finds
No,
Shrek.
the hat is new. This cat did
That's
not have a
the
hat.
Cat in the Hat. Puss in Boots is different.
No, like, but like, there's a
Yes,
fairy tale about a cat that
Yes.
wears boots and
Yes.
fights crime.
yes.
Is it a Spanish cat too?
What?
No, I don't know where they came up with that because Banderas is the voice, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yep.
Antonio
He's
Banderas.
the Latin guy, the Latin lover.
Yep.
So they had to make the cat Latin,
He really,
which is hilarious.
it's
They
funny.
said that actually there was a book called Shrek.
Yeah, there
American
is.
computer animated fantasy comedy filmed loosely based on the 1990s children's picture book of the same name by William Steig. So I
You know
guess there was a
something? I
book
think I
called
saw
Shrek.
that. I think I saw that growing up.
It's kind of
You
freaky
did?
looking.
Maybe
Like-
because I grew up in Turkey, I never.
They don't have
It's one thing if to make Shrek animated look like that. To
Let me
be
see.
actually a human that looks like that is kind of.
Yes, I saw that. That was a guy.
Oh my gosh, that's so freaking.
You didn't get the movie in Turkey?
No.
So
I
weird.
saw the
I
movie in
was
Turkey.
shocked
but
that I
I
saw
don't know
this.
there is a book about that.
I did not know there was a book either. But
I
you guys
remember
are too
seeing
young.
the guy. I remember seeing that guy. I seen it somewhere. That face, I'll never forget it.
Shrek was actually based on a real person named Maurice Tillet.
Right, I remember hearing something about
He
that.
developed a disease called acromegaly, which made his bones keep growing and growing. You know who actually also had that fun fact? What president had acromegaly?
The only one
Anyone
I
know?
can think of is Tubman.
Who?
Anyone know what president?
No, I'm sorry.
President Tubman?
Anyone know what president, fun fact, had acromegaly?
Yes. Donald Trump.
You might, but no.
His head is bigger.
Abraham
No,
Lincoln.
it's your head.
Oh, Lincoln, yes, the tallest president we
Lincoln.
ever had.
He just kept growing and growing and growing.
Who's the one that we had to get out of the
Theodore
the
Roosevelt.
bathtub? No, the bathtub with the crane or something like
Coolidge.
That
that.
was FDR. He had
Taft?
polio.
Was it Taft? Oh.
Little fun fact about Shrek: he was originally gonna be voiced by Chris Farley.
Who is who?
Chris Farley, he's an actor. He died like a long time ago from Roy Drug overdose.
Oh, the comedian.
Yeah, the comedian.
Yeah.
He was supposed. Yeah, and after his death, they had like rewrite and like re-script and re-voice like the whole film and reanimate the whole film.
It's amazing the things that you know. I
We
get
got an email
amazed.
that there's a film festival down at University of Miami
I saw
that
that.
Frank sent us.
I
It's a
saw
short
that.
film festival. Might be interesting. It just happens to be on a Friday night, which means Brightline, which could be kind of fun to do a field trip on the Brightline on a Friday night.
What's the bright line?
Take a train.
The train, honey.
It's a train. You don't know what a bright line
Yeah,
is?
like you know those.
Wanna see if I can
trains
find
that
it.
pass on the road sometimes and the thing goes down.
You know where you have to wait for the light?
Oh.
That's the right one.
Can we
Oh, I
have
know what you're
anything
talking about
underground
now.
here?
Sure.
Do we? We don't have anything underground.
Sure, you can have like anti-establishment organizations. Or,
I've always wanted a basement.
here, you can't do it.
I know. I've always wanted one though.
You hit
There's a-
water at 3 feet.
Wait,
well,
you want
this-
a basement in Florida? Are you insane?
No, I just want a basement in general. I think those are the coolest things of all time.
Yeah, I mean,
You
like,
walk down and it's just
Yeah.
the man zone.
Now,
Yeah, like
I
I live in Atlanta. I live in the basement. I live in the basement at my house in Atlanta. It's the best.
I swear, if I lived up north, I think my brother would be living in my basement.
Ooh.
that sounds.
This
kinda
could be
scary.
fun though. It's Friday, April 21st. 6 o'clock on a Friday night makes it a little funky. But it is Flow Film Showcase down at University of Miami Bill Crawford Theater. Could be fun though.
Or submissions
all the
already
way south.
finalized.
Let's see.
Getting back
Friday,
home.
April 21st. Rising young actors from South Florida will be featured all 7 Flow films. So I guess it's already. I'll send this to you.
It's all the way down south, though. That's
It's
University
in
of
Coral
Miami.
Gables. But it's all about the you.
Yeah, but what time does the train stop
Empowering
running?
youth to combat many and the health disparities that affects them in their communities. Flow's concept is to work with a group of students, teach them certain health topics, allow them the opportunity to work closely with Positive People Network, Inc., peer-led organization that is specific to people living with HIV, and then create powerful short stories. Students then work in script and development of it. A 6-page short gets produced into the professional film.
What time does the train stop running?
I think the train runs late.
Till like 11.
Yeah, well.
But you have to go from here down to, I think the Bright Line station is downtown Miami, then I think you got to hop on the metro down to Coral Gables.
Yeah, you gotta switch trains.
But it's still better than sitting in traffic on a Friday night heading down to Coral Gables.
Oh, we rent a bus.
Ooh.
Everybody chip in a couple dollars, rent
We
a
should
bus.
rent like a party bus, like the disco ball, and the thing goes down, and we're all partying.
Get us a party bus. Go
We're
ahead.
drinking champagne.
You're going to be
and-
away. You won't even
Get us
be
a party. You
here.
won't
Yeah.
even be here.
Royce, have you met Baxton?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what you're
My
like.
Oh,
condolences.
that's right. You
My
guys are in class
condolences.
together.
They went to class together.
He's in your class?
They went in class
We
together.
had a class in sound design, something like that.
Was he normal in class or abnormal like he is here?
I had him in class.
Did you? Was he normal in class or he's abnormal like he is
Same
here?
thing.
Same thing?
No, I was not. You see, I have very different modes.
What is this move? What
I
is
have
that?
very
What
different
is this?
modes. It's like I surrender.
Ah.
I have very different modes that I can turn off and on. Whenever I am
Really?
at school, yes.
I didn't
Whenever
realize
I'm
that
at-
about you.
Whenever I am at school, I can be a very serious. Like I take my education very seriously. I
So
always-
here is when you become the real you and school is the
Yeah, like I feel like I can, be like I feel like I can be goofy or like it just depends on where I am at and I read the room at school. I'm not gonna be like ho ho hi.
You should have seen him Saturday.
But
he was goofy, right?
It was like he was the only person there. He had
He
no
doesn't care.
What's the movie
I
theater
wish
full?
I had that, bro.
what do you mean the only person there?
That you were performing like there was no one watching you.
Yeah, it's fun. Like when I perform, I'm a very shy person. You might not believe this.
You're shy?
Yes.
When?
You're not
Very.
shy. Yeah, you're
I'm
not
a
shy.
very shy person. when I'm
You're not shy.
into-
You're not shy. Stop
I
saying
am
that.
shy.
No, you're not. What it
Let
is,
me
you,
finish.
you know, I don't want you to
When I'm
finish.
not entertaining, I can become a very shy
Let me
person.
tell you, the problem is that you guys look at judgment. So you worry whether or not. That's why you go on your phone and you listen to yourself sing afterwards, because all you worry about is what other people think. And I keep telling you, stop doing that.
Because I never know who's listening to me.
It
I
doesn't
wanna know-
matter. Just
I wanna
be
know-
you. You think that I care if you like me, don't like me. I mean, you have choice. Just be you.
Well, like, I'm looking for a possible opportunity here. So if people are listening and one day I get an opportunity, I
Yeah.
want to make sure I sound good. And if I don't sound good, I want to make sure, okay, this is where I messed up. This is what I need to work
But
on.
then just be you and do it right the first
See, you
time.
always bring the entertainment factor.
Yeah.
You always
I
bring
try to.
entertainment value. But then you get all in your head when you listen to yourself again. So I never listen to myself.
Like, here's the thing. It rarely happens. Normally, I'm able to listen to myself, and I'm perfectly fine. It only happens every once in a while when I can't listen to myself. But normally I can.
I listened, like last night, I went in my car and I listened to the show last night on the radio. And I was laughing so hard I had to pull over. It was hysterical, some of the things that were going on in the set. And you know something? When I go to my club meeting on Saturdays, they all tell me how funny, especially people in the morning show, they like the humor and everything else. And say hi to Kathy.
Morning,
Everybody loves it. Don't judge yourself. Other people are going to judge you in life no matter what.
You know what
Amen
people
to
say
that.
to me? I heard the show when you talked about whatever, and
That's
I thought
right.
you actually people are actually listening to what we say, which
course
is
they
crazy.
Of course they listen.
Craziness.
I had somebody who had diabetes that listened to a story, and they actually bought the product that I'm using, and it's working. And I also had another person that you guys were singing. They thought you guys were hilarious.
I have to tell you, have you seen the power of marketing lately on TV? Speaking of diabetes,
Sure.
there's a medication that your doctor wanted you to take. You couldn't because it made you very sick. You know those disclaimers, do not take this if
But
it
it
could
made
cause
me
this
sick.
and you could die.
It made me sick.
So that's the end of the commercial. The beginning, they've got this woman dancing, living her life, everything's great. Of course, you're going to want to try this medication until you're the Freddie who actually had that bad reaction to the medication.
But I also look at
what advertising can do for a product
But
is
I look
powerful.
at the reason that the medication had an ill effect on me. I drank too much coffee, which I cut back tremendously, decaf, and I don't drink enough water. Now I walk around here sucking on water all day because that pill needs a lot of water. Your kidneys need a lot of water.
Dries you out. But I think of all of you guys, the power of advertising and marketing. You could market anything with the correct delivery. Either way.
That's why I want to get an advertisement so bad in graphic design, because there's certain typographies that if you look at it, it makes you feel a certain way just by looking at how the text is designed differently. I love it.
And I'm going
It's
to tell
amazing.
you, we had an exercise last Thursday in here where you guys had to sell Dawn and I a program. And number one and number two were the best of the class. And you guys have an idea. I am using that line. I used it yesterday with Trish. She was doing it, yes. And Bailey showed me something different because she tried. And it isn't about always scoring a goal. Sometimes you got to take a shot because it will make everything you do better. Like you said, graphic design. It's going to get better. Just believe you can. I want you to represent us tomorrow night at the networking party. We talked about this. You know, I want you guys to understand that you're not only building us, you're building yourselves. And you guys with the blues thing is good. I'm telling you, it isn't perfect, but it's good.
It's the power of marketing and advertising. There's a new commercial out for anti-Semitism. And they play them every morning, the new commercials. And the dad has his son in the car and it's raining. And dad looks at his son and he says, when you said Hitler is right, where did you learn that? Why would you post something like that on social media? And it's quiet. You can see the lighting is dark. And if you really believe that, which is totally wrong, you tell it to those people. And he looks out the windshield and you see rain coming down and it's families leaving synagogue. And he looks at his son and he says, you can't do that because that's just wrong misinformation. Again, the power of advertising, the delivery, the lighting, the rain, in front of a synagogue, and a father and a son in a car, right? All of those elements makes me think of Josh because he can put how you can change people's emotion through lighting, through effect, and through very few words. It was a very short, 30-second, powerful conversation.
You got to learn so many things. You got to learn color theory. You got to learn different lightings. You got to learn everything. Because I mean, McDonald's,
composition.
many companies like McDonald's, KFC, all these fast food places, they have heavy reds and heavy yellows because that's the sign of hunger and urgency at the same time. So
That's right.
everything's psychological.
It's a lot of theory. Did you guys take theory in advertising classes? The color theory?
Not for advertisement as much, just because we were more in the storytelling side of things.
Like I took color theory in painting class.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to use color schemes on your design
Yep.
Yeah.
so that you are more appealing. That's why in the house we
That's
have
why
all the paintings.
the one behind you has that orange reddish sunset hue. It's not going to be vibrant green or vibrant yellow.
That's right, and it changes people's persona. Do you know that sometimes, not sometimes, people wake up on the different side of the bed. Sometimes they're angry, sometimes they're happy. And you have to deal with these personas because if you're going to do a presentation, you have to deal with that persona's presentation of the day. It doesn't mean that they're always miserable and angry, just woke up that way for a reason. So your delivery has to encompass that.
I look at commercials now in a totally different way. The pace of a TV show, if it's slow and it's dark, they lost me at some point. When you edit, do you feel the same way, Royce? When you put a piece together?
I'm trying to put piece together like I want to watch.
That you want to
If
watch,
I-
yeah.
If I don't want to watch that way, I don't put any piece.
That's true.
But she has a sensitivity to it, which is really, it's what every person in production needs to attain is sensitivity. We used to talk about Freddie throwing a football from 20 yards into a garbage can, and he couldn't do it. And he says, Dad, I can't do it. He says, you can't do it because you keep using the word can't. Say you can and keep practicing. And eventually he could. And he found it amazing that he could do that because he had feel. And in sports, you got to have feel. That's what it comes out to, like in music. His hands show me he's attaining more feel. And the more feel you get, the better you're going to be at it. But you still got to market it. You still have to market who you are at the right color, speed, texture, sound, all the spots that we do. If you look at kids that come in that are new, and you look at the kids, our kids, what they do, you can see the difference.
Mayor scared everyone yesterday.
I felt bad.
I was glad Royce was in here because Mayor was like, "Rrr."
Well, he brought up a good point. He says, if you want to be here, you're going to endure this. And one left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
And he couldn't endure it. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, the world's full of different people.
What wasn't he able to like endure?
Well, Mayor was a little bit, how do we say,
A little,
but he didn't mean anything by it. He just wanted to prove
teach
this is
them
what you got to
cameras.
do.
Oh, I'm
He
sure.
was just
I'm
being
sure
a sergeant general.
He was a master sergeant. Master
We
sergeant!
had a lot of people in here yesterday, too.
They were. And I'm going to tell you, some of them said, no, we ain't going nowhere. We're pushing. They didn't eat. They didn't go to the
No one
bathroom.
ate, no one went to the bathroom, no one had a drink.
I told one of them, please don't be scared of Mayor and all the things he did. And she just goes, no, I actually had fun doing it. So
He taught them camera angles, how to maneuver the cameras. Even I wanted them moving the camera. I'm like, no, let's leave it for now.
Are they all film majors?
They're all over the place.
You
They're
are a
all-
film major?
for the most part.
They have a couple of communications, which I'm dying to get my hands on. I made them sing songs, Braxton. I wish you were here. Because I made them sing a song at the end. And you should have seen the look of shock.
Were
on
any
their
of them any
face.
good?
It wasn't about being good. It was about the exercise was whether or not they got up and did it.
We got a little competition.
You know,
No, there's no
It's
comp-
okay,
no,
Baxton.
there's
you're
no
the
competition.
second best singer in the studio.
Who's the first? Who's the first?
I'll meet you outside in a minute.
You
Ah,
guys
he
are
gets
hilarious.
angry. No, what
have a
I
question for you.
Yes?
I translate the Spanish interview, but I'm not sure it's a good or bad. Somebody has to check.
Spanish?
Yeah.
We can ask Mr. Spanish English
yeah,
over
no
here.
problem. Don't worry about it. It's all taken care of.
Can I ask Jalen too?
Jalen speaks Spanish? Rusty, we'll get it to you in just a second. as
In
soon
one
as we
second,
wrap
we'll
up.
give you what it's under. Just good. But there's a lot of stuff. You know, sometimes this business will ask you to do things that you're just deathly afraid or you think you can't do. You know, Dawn didn't think she could do this, and she made me chase her for 4 years to do this. Now she's one of the best at it. I've always said that Josh has skills. And you know, sometimes God works in mysterious ways. He's learning how to refine his skills, and then one day he's going to wake up and he's going to say, you know something? I'm pretty good.
I should give Josh the 3 evaluations to do
Evaluations for who?
for some of our college students.
No.
I won't
He's
do
too
it.
much of a sweetheart.
We've got to do 3
Give it to Mayor.
end of
Stand
semester
up!
evals, yes.
Give it to Mayor.
So,
And Bailey's learning. She's become a mature woman in the business, and little by little, a drop at a time, she's learning how to
we used
even
your
how to talk
example
to
the
people.
other day
Oh, thank
on
you.
how people not to take a bad deal to take a deal.
That's right.
That not everything in this business is legit. You got to read. You got to read the room, as Baxton says.
That's right. You gotta make
What'd you
sure.
do? What'd you do with the deal? Did you block them?
Yeah.
Thank you. But it was just strange.
No, but I'm going to tell you what I liked is that you asked. And she even called me. I was
Yep.
doing mulching. I couldn't pick up the phone.
You called me too. Was that for the same reason?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But she asked. And you know something, Bailey? What you did was 100% right. You weren't sure, and you asked. Okay? And if you're ever unsure, you keep asking.
Yep.
Because that's what family does. Family makes sure that everybody in the family is protected. So
But I
that
do
was
want to
good.
ask, like, who here actually does like digital checks?
What do you mean?
Digital
Oh, a digital
checks.
check?
Yeah. Did you see the WhatsApp?
I didn't
Pay
see, like,
with
the
a
whole
digital
story,
payment. They
but
could have sent you,
No, you know what?
but they didn't want
It was
that.
all BS.
It's
Don't
all
worry about
it's
that.
in the past.
It's
Yeah.
all gone. Moving on.
All right, we
Bailey
got-
is a great artist, and she can bring your business to life through her artwork as well. Just give us a holler, give her a holler. Just be legit. If you're not legit, just, you got to quit. Just keep going.
We got cooking up chaos today.
Yep.
What are you making?
Italian salsa.
My challenge to you, my friend, is that you do not send it to me at 1 o'clock in the morning on Friday. Because you know what happens? The files are big, and my internet is not as strong as the internet here, because it's my laptop.
So you had
So
to
it can
plug,
take me a long time
you
to
had to
download
plug
it.
a wire into it.
And then Facebook sometimes doesn't upload it, so I think it uploaded Saturday to 1 o'clock. It took me that many
Well,
hours.
we're gonna redefine your rendering to 720.
It should be.
Where there's something wrong, it's so big, the files are too huge.
It's like I always put it at high quality 720.
Well, you don't need to. You can put it at standard or regular quality.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to transfer it, or you could post it yourself. Why don't you post it?
I don't use Facebook.
Really?
Send it to Missy
The
over
only
here.
Just
thing-
get it done before you come into work Friday.
Yeah, that's what I normally do. I just
He just doesn't send it to me until 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's because he's singing in the tunnel.
I don't think anyone
Then
sleeps
it's-
here.
Huh?
Or sometimes it's 3 a.m. G-Man sent me something the other day at 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, you guys
Oh,
don't
how good
sleep.
was his edit, by the way?
Last night's?
Yeah, for the
I
radio
didn't get
show.
no complaints.
Awesome. No, sweet.
Perfect. All right, let's wrap this up. Cooking Up Chaos is coming. We've got Kendra Eric in the house. You got more?
Oh, okay. I wanted to say two things. Well, I wanted to say two names, I guess, to not be or to be passed around and I don't know, just do research on them. But because of the Tennessee legislation that's going on right now, Justin Jones and Justin Pearson. I want those two people just to be recognized real quick.
And what did they do?
Absolutely.
Justin Jones has kicked off the Tennessee legislation or something like that just because he raised his voice, and then Justin Pearson was another activist.
They
just-
removed both of them, didn't they?
They were talking about.
One was brought back
Yeah.
yesterday.
Justin Jones was brought back, yes.
And then today they're voting on the second one, whether or not he's going to be brought back.
Yeah.
Bringing up arguments about gun control.
Yep. But I got to tell you, what they just did by removing them and bringing, one had to be brought back by the administration brought them back. What they just did for these two guys is they just made them bigger than anything on the planet.
That's- yeah,
And they're going to
that's
be
why.
voted back in, and they're going to be voted back in. And you know what? Sometimes out of a wrong comes a lot of right.
Because they were claiming it was a black on white because there was a white woman who
And
was
she
as
was not
vocal and
removed.
she was not removed.
They used the blowhorn. Hey, we broke all the rules in the house. And he said to, now, also, condolences to the deaths that happened yesterday in
Kentucky, Louisville.
Louisville. And one of the people, now this is a scary moment because this guy was working in the bank with his people and he decided to become suicidal and he texts a message that he told his friends he was going to kill everybody in the bank and he killed 5 people. And a cop is in critical. But the strange thing about this is the guy was a nice guy. He was an intern and 3 years later he became an employee full time. And when you see him, he looks like a great
He
kid.
snapped.
He snapped. So I don't know what is going on, but the person that was killed helped the governor or the mayor win the election. And now something's hit home. And as these things are hitting more and more home, maybe now we'll start doing something a little bit more major about what's going on in here. You have to sort of look who's around you and make sure that everybody is accounted for.
It makes you not, when I leave here now, I can't even watch TV when I go home. I've been reading Frank's books because it is so sad to see what's going on with gun control, the shootings, and now they're trying to ban abortion pills that have already been out, and whether some states are protesting it, whether it went to the Supreme Court or the state level, it's just what's going on is terrible. I know you can't bury your head, you can't be an ostrich, but
Keep your mind busy with something positive.
yep,
Just find another way. Let's all together find another way. How's that?
100%. All right, tune in. Are we going live today, guys?
Not today.
Taping?
I think so.
Red Stores, make sure you lift up the carpets because that stuff does spread around.
All right. More to come. Have a great morning, everyone. Stay dry, and we'll see you midday.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.